Gonna be a beautiful day, timber frame. You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good. Don't worry, panels. The sun's coming over the mountain finally. Last little bits of snow on our property, but we're full south facing, so most everybody around us still has about a foot on the ground. Outback's thinking about making power today. Not getting much. Go power, come on!
Well, yesterday after breakfast with some good friends that we haven't seen in a while, we decided to come back to our property, and guess what? They brought their chisels. Jesse got to work setting up a little miniature timber framing station right in our garage, and let me tell you, this was a lot better than working on those sawhorses, which is just way too high for timber framing. We got to work together and kind of revisit some of the skills that we learned at the timber framing workshop. It definitely takes probably a day to reorient yourself, but I think that we absolutely killed it. Together we completed almost 4 pieces of our roof braces. Check out that mortise, wow. I think what's really great about timber framing is that it truly is a community activity. A lot of the work on our property, it's really hard to have help with it because oftentimes one person's doing the majority of the work and we have a helper, but the more people we have doesn't mean the job's gonna go easier, and a lot of tasks on the property you really can't talk while you do them. But timber framing, as you can see, you can set up many timbers side by side, and as many hands as you have, everyone can work on their own timber, and you do have to think, but you can also talk a lot while you're whittling away at your tenon or your mortise. The couple that joined us yesterday, they're thinking of building their own timber frame home. They're still mainly in the research phase, deciding what they want to build, so they enjoyed getting some more hands-on timber frame experience to really see what it entails, and we also taught them how to run the chain mortiser. And I think they kind of liked it. It sounds like they might stop by again today. I told them I'd make them some London fogs for the road, and then I think Jesse and I are gonna see how far we can get on this project. I don't think we're gonna complete it, but we have a really big day tomorrow. It's actually gonna be a really big week for us. I'll cue you in on a little secret. We're beginning to get our power installed. So that's why we gotta get as far as we can today, because I think we're gonna be tied up the rest of the week. Although we might be able to whittle away at some joinery in the evenings.
Alyssa was blessed with the butt of our larch tree yesterday.
Oh my god. Where is it? You must have moved it somewhere.
Oh, so much sap.
It was nothing but sap. It was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
My chisel got just filthy.
Yeah.
It's really not, I've kind of cleaned most of it off now, but once sap gets coated on your chisel, it just doesn't work as good.
It was the nasty kind of sap too. But we have this Citra Magic product, which Shelter brought us, which helped us plane the timbers more easily and also kept sap from building up on the planer. We just a 4/0 steel wool and some oil. Looks like it's cleaning up nicely, so that's progress.
Yeah.
as if that joint wasn't hard enough already.
Right.
So Alyssa's hard at work on finishing up those brace pieces. I've already started trying to corral the stock that we need for the knee brace portion of these components. We had this guy in the boneyard, of all things. It was actually slated for firewood, so yay, another rescue in this project. So just ran it out to the sawmill, got it cut down to size. We actually are going to have to use a couple of these floor joists, which we decided we would do. So I've got to get a couple of these over here and work on getting them cut to length. And then we basically should have this whole bunk full of 4-foot-ish pieces that we can focus mostly on joinery.
You guys are about to go for a planer ride.
Today has felt like kind of mental chaos. We've had a ton of interruptions, but they're all necessary and good interruptions. So even for a Sunday, we feel like a lot of times nothing happens. We keep trying to get things to happen, and then boom, like suddenly everybody shows up to work and like they're all amped. Not sure how that works. I guess our world, we kind of move on our own vibration, and then somehow every once in a while our vibration aligns with the world, and it's like I'm trying to earn my pizza. I really am. So I'm gonna try to cut our first wind brace over here, get that guy cut, then I think I've earned at least one piece of pizza. If that goes well, we might be able to do a test assembly and make sure that this brace thing that we've been building actually works. If that's working good, I think I can kind of move on these, because a lot of it can be done with the power saw and the finish work is done with the chisel. How's things coming with these guys? You're just working on layout, right? You actually haven't cut anything?
Yeah, I started layout. I think instead of going one timber by one timber, I'm gonna do all the layout, and then I'm gonna run the chain mortar once.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna work on joinery, because I feel every time you switch, you're kind of having to like re-get in the zone of whatever task you're doing. So.
I agree. The temperature just dropped a ton.
It did. I feel
probably
motivation
like 15 degrees, just like that quick. We have some storms rolling in. We knew that was coming. We knew we had a pretty narrow weather window. We've been trying to hammer these projects out. This is a good stopping point, and we've got to shift gears tomorrow to do the power thing. So let's make some sawdust. That'll do. Right. Holy moly. Is that number 3?
2.
Number 2?
I have
Oh.
one more mortise.
Oh, the big deep guy right there.
Yep, this one.
Oh, I see. So you've been working on 3 pieces, but you're doing the deep mortises last.
Yeah, I figure don't mess with the depth.
Yeah, it makes sense. Do all the shallow ones first and then all the deep ones. Nice work.
It's been pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's been a long day. A lot of distractions early on. I feel like we've been working pretty good this afternoon.
Yeah, probably since 5.
Nearly dark outside though. Think you'll get those mortises probably done tonight just on those pieces. Of course, there's that piece down there by your foot.
It got pretty close to the line.
Okay.
So it just depends how late we want to stay up. This one I like kissed the line.
Ooh, I see that.
A snivel.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? How's your energy?
Well, I have a pounding headache.
Do you?
But I think somebody has to get a video out tonight, and I'm darn near at a stopping point.
Yeah.
So all I've managed to do is get this brace practically done. I just need to finish slicking. Well, I need to finish slicking just the far side there, and then it's pretty much ready for a test fit. So I think I'll go ahead and finish slicking that, and then we maybe can do a test fit, and then I'll jump on the computer.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
And
plan.
then maybe if you want to finish out the night.
Yeah.
Hate to ask you to do that, but
See how long my energy lasts.
yeah. Cool. Let's do it. I'll finish that. Let's do a test fit and then I'll bounce. Oi. That's a deep mortise, dude.
I know, it's so deep. Pretty much all of my body weight.
Nice.
Halfway.
Square hole, mind you.
That should do her. This is kind of like that one friend. Love them, but good in small quantities. Like after you're with them all day, you're like, okay.
Oh, they're pretty special.
Time for you to go home now, but I love you, and I want to see you again.
Yeah, you're so special. I like to see you once a month.
Just not in large quantities.
Oh man.
Friends, if you're watching this, I don't actually have any friends like that right now, for the record, so you're good.
Should we do a test fit really quick?
Let's do it.
All right.
Because we sort of have to slip them in at the same time, right?
Yeah. Looking a little tight. Needs some work.
I can envision what this is gonna look like though, right?
Yeah, we don't need to take much off, but that's what you want, right? You don't want to. Oh god.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah.
You don't want a sloppy joint. So
How's the bottom there?
this one?
No, the bottom of the brace.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
It's sliding in there, which is either good or bad.
Yeah, well if it slides in theory it should slide out.
Yep.
But
yeah,
man.
it's really close, like probably within a 30-second up here, so just need to slim that down a little bit, and she's good. I feel like I really want to rethink doing this by hand, but I think we have to because it's a center tenon. With the table saw, you have to use a reference face like we did with all of our braces up there. They're a one-sided tenon, which you can do because they're consistent from the edge.
Right.
This is a center tenon, so it has no bearing on where the edges of this are. It has from the center, so
Yeah.
unless we don't care if our tenons are a little bit off, which I think we do care.
Yeah.
So little things to learn every single day, but this has been a great exercise. And this thing's gonna look like a beefy son of a gun, eh?
Yeah, it will. It's gonna make our house look
goodness.
powerful. On that note, it's time for Jesse to go inside. And it's time for Alyssa to chisel away at mortises.
I guess we'll see you guys on the next video. I have a hunch, don't hold it to us, but it may not be about timber framing.